Hello everyone! Oh dear me. Hello everyone, hello and welcome back to Let's Play XCOM Enemy Unknown. I am the Black Shadow. And, yeah, fun times ahead for this video, folks. At the end of the last video, having managed to successfully raid the UFO ship that landed in Germany, the aliens have gone to war. Problems. Major problems. Now, terror attacks are some of the most dangerous missions in the entire game, and we have no choice but to act. If we do not act, or if we act and fail, Paris and France will leave the XCOM project, and it will have serious consequences among the rest of the world, folks. I would wager as much, if we were to do this and fail, we could well be on the course to losing the game. It's that serious. Now, I might sound a little bit different. This is courtesy of the fact that this is actually my second attempt to try and record this video. I tried the first time, got about 5 minutes in, and then my recorder decided to stop working. Which reminds me of why it's such a good thing I'm deciding to record this how I am. It was about 3 in the morning, so I said, sod it, I'll do it again the next day. And I have been ill since, so it's been a few days since I last played this game. Still recovering. I'm okay. I'm not great, but I'm well enough to do a bit of recording, so that's fine. So as a result, I have slightly forgotten what I have and have not done in this game, but I know that we have got a major situation on our hands nonetheless, folks. We need to teach these aliens a damn fucking lesson. So... how's the, oh, right, capacity. Yeah, that.
Additional
not good.
Required.
Alright then, folks. So what we are going to do is we are going to venture to save Paris. So let's just clear everyone out. I think about what I'm going to do. Now, the severe problem I have with this, folks, is that, well, quite simply... these 3 people would probably have been the first 3 people I'd have put on this Sky Ranger to save Paris. Unfortunately, they're all bloody injured. So we are going to have to do this some other way, which is unfortunate. So Kara is certainly coming on. She will be leading the squad here. We need to send the best of the best we've really got, folks. So we're certainly sending Chris in. We're certainly sending in the Wolf. I need a heavy, so we are going to take a heavy with us. You'll do. Alright, sort out equipment as well. So health kit. You really don't need to bother about stuff like, especially for the first couple of terror missions you may ever take on. Nanofire vests really are not going to do you much good. You want to kill them before they kill you, so we're going to go with scopes. Going to have a couple of medkits on me, just in case, because you never know. But this is pretty much all that I can do as far as equipment-wise is concerned. However, I am very, very concerned at this mission. The fact that... how bad timing this is. I mean, I did not think we would get a terror mission at the end of month 2. It's pretty bad. So, this is going to have to be the squad I go in with. I am very, very concerned. And that it is very possible, regretfully, out of the 5 people we're going to send into this, I do fear not all 5 will return. Speed. Terror missions are that serious. Easily some of the hardest missions in the game.
Strike 1. Prepare for landing.
Now, where are we?
France is sending an urgent mission request.
This map.
We've gotten reports of alien activity taking place in a densely populated urban center. We should move to secure the area and minimize further civilian casualties.
We're in the shopping centre. Terror maps have their own unique pool of maps that they can draw on that you will not get really at any other time. But the big problem with dealing with these guys, or at least with terror missions, is not only have you got to kill all the aliens, but it is all about civilians. And that was... oh, shit. Hold on, let me sort this out.
Central, this is Big Sky. Confirmed signal uplink. Strike team is in position near the terror site. Awaiting confirmation.
Solid copy, Big Sky. Strike 1 has been given the green light. Your highest priority is to protect those civilians.
Yeah, that was my mug. Luckily, it was empty. So, terror missions. Oh, dear. So, scattered across the map, there are 18 civilians, folks. We need to save as many of these guys as we physically can. Now, in order to save a civilian, what you must do with a soldier is you must run up to a civilian, like here. You see the little area radius, and just stop on it, and you'll be able to rescue them. The radius basically covers, like, from where they're standing, I believe it's one tile, any adjacent tile to them in any direction, basically. So you've got any of the 8 tiles that immediately surround it, and that should do the job. The problem is that the aliens, if they spot some civilians, they will ruthlessly murder them. And also the problem with these maps is they are usually very large maps, the terror missions. Very large maps, so that is that's a problem.
I'm on it, Commander.
The problem is as well with terror missions is what features in them. Terror missions feature their own unique enemy type that you will generally not see in any other missions. And they are probably some of the most dangerous enemies in the entire game.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Not looking forward to this.
Moving to position.
I'm rolling.
Roger, I got my eyes on.
Because of the fact you got the civilians around, you do need to be pretty proactive in your exploration of the map. You cannot rest on your laurels. You need to save as many as you can. If you start letting civilians die, it is going to severely affect the political consequences of this mission. Month 2.
There's something out there.
Right, so what you need to do, so if we run over to here and stop next to this guy, he'll be saved, and that's it, he's rescued, it's all good. So don't even need to worry about that. Now, if you kill all the aliens in the mission, any civilians that have not been killed are automatically saved. So that's a good thing. But the more time these drag on, the worse things will get.
Moving out.
Fuck are they? Where the hell are they? I know they're around. This game's not fooling anyone. Bookshop, the library. Can climb up the drain pipe, that might be an idea. Very risky though. Most of the civilians seem to be down on the ground floor today, so I might not actually need to worry about that much.
Moving to position.
I'd like to get over here and just try and get some of these civilians out of the way. They can easily get caught in the crossfire, or worse. To be honest, getting caught in the crossfire is probably the least of their problems. over here. Civilians everywhere. Oh, great. Floaters. They're bad news, but to be honest, they are not what I was worried about. Oh my god. Of all the fucking places. Shit.
They're moving to flank me. They're repositioning on us.
Bad fucking news. Right. Okay. You get over here. God, I love having Sprinter. Kill him. Kill him. Good. Right, that's the first major problem dealt with. And there's one over there. I know he is.
Affirmative. X-ray down.
That is a sigh of relief, folks. We've got away with that. Big time. Right. Just try and rescue some more civilians, I think.
Heading there now.
Don't know if I can get a flanking shot on him.
Engaging.
Oh, fuck! I didn't think I'd trigger these. Good God. Chrysalids. These are what is so bad about terror missions. Incredibly agile, do a shit ton of damage, and more. Oh, fuck. They only melee attack you, but if they hit you, you're as good as dead. Somehow that got the critical hit through, because these guys are hardened, which means they're usually quite resistant to critical hits. Luckily, getting some results of the headshot there.
Nailed him.
Oh, chrysalids are dangerous. Oh no. The worst thing as well is when they start attacking civilians. Oh, fuck! Wolf! Good God!
I'm rolling. You're safe. Now get out of here.
Terror missions. I warned you, not everyone's coming back from this one alive. Hate it when I'm right. Well, Kyra took a panic shot there. Ended up hitting the floater and killing. Actually got a critical hit in it as well. But even so, that is a disaster. We got to take out this chrysalid quickly.
Already there.
Because it has done some of the worst things it could have done, folks. Is as it actually physically attacked the person there. That's a problem. Here it comes. We got problems. This has the risk of getting completely out of control.
I'm rolling.
That's not helping.
Missed.
Now, the thing is, when you're dealing with chrysalids, you don't have to worry about cover, really. Cover is irrelevant, as they don't fire at you. So being in open ground is perfectly fine. assuming that there's no more of any other type of enemy that's around, of course. But you are allowed to be. You can be a bit more flexible. Perhaps you might otherwise be able to do.
Get to the ship and keep your head down.
Now, I don't think there's much more around other than these chrysalids.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Alright, let's get you over here, because this chrysalid is coming out in the street, I'm sure of it. To be the obvious attack path.
Unprofessional as it
Yeah.
seems, the bite seems to have turned him into a zombie.
Uh-oh. Jenkins, you got a problem. Oh, he has got a problem. Now, these zombies, they have a lot of health, though they don't have much defense-wise. They can only physically attack you as well, but you'll see there in the bottom left. You see, when chrysalids attack people, no, they kill them as such, but then they implant them with eggs. Give it 3 turns, they will hatch into new chrysalids. This is where problems start arising.
Dead and gone.
These fuckers have got to die. Oh, that needed to do more damage. Oh, what a critical hit! What a shot! Go get him.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Neutralized.
Excellent work. All objectives complete.
That's it. Only 8 enemies, and that includes the 2 zombies, which is because it's such an early time to get a terror mission. I mean, usually you get it maybe like the end of month 3 maybe, but 2 is ridiculous. And it was all good, except, as I feared, not everyone was going to come back. That was a brutal shot from that floater. Absolutely brutal. I could have done nothing about that. Unfortunately, Sergeant Wolf has kicked the bucket. God damn it. Sorry, Ziggy. I'm sorry. Wow. Well then, let's sort out what we have got at least. So, Hart has been, got up to a corporal. She's now nicknamed Rogue. Yeah, you're getting field medic, no question about that. Axel Reaver here has gone up to Lieutenant. Don't know if I've shown these one off yet. I don't think I have for Lieutenant. So yeah, the 2 abilities you can get here is you can either get Revive or Rifle Suppression. Now, Rifle Suppression works just like the suppression we've seen from the heavies and that. Same thing. But yeah, Lieutenants, I almost always get Revive because this is so handy, especially late game. If you've got like majors and that you don't want dying, this can make a world of difference. So I'm getting that. And Leroy has become a sergeant, which means he gets his helmet. You lucky person. You can get a shot rocket. Yeah. Sorry, Ziggy. Absolutely nothing I could have done about that. Wow. Well, we've successfully stopped the terror attack in Paris, which means that panic in France has decreased by 3. It's been completely wiped out, and panic has also decreased across Europe as well.
Touch, Commander.
Courtesy of the fact that we did quite well in the mission.
I'm sure the troops will be eager to get out there and even up the body count.
And this is the result in Europe. As you can see, Europe completely panic-free now, which is a huge result. Unfortunately, Australia and Mexico, bad situations, but at least Europe is panic-free at the moment, which is very, very, very good to see. Very good to see. Alright then. I think that's pretty good. I don't think there's much else I can do, really.
Our worst suspicions may have been true after all. They're not just here for abductions. They have something else in mind.
We do need to do some of those soon. But we haven't got the containment facility, so that's irrelevant. Right, let's get this month finished off, shall we? Ooh. Hello? The CEO of a major Argentinian pharmaceutical company has expressed interest in studying one of the sectoid corpses we've recovered. They've promised that if we help them, they will reciprocate in kind. 2 sectoid corpses for 5 scientists. Yes? The Argentinian research firm has sent preliminary data from the sectoid exchange. What would have taken their researchers years has taken days, thanks to us. And they've been very generous in showing their appreciation. 5 scientists. Wow. Look at the difference that's made there on the experimental warfare. That's cut that time significantly.
I just don't understand.
12 scientists. Good stuff.
Against innocent civilians.
And you can see, look at the difference it's made here with these projects here. These have been dramatically reduced. Dramatically reduced. That was a lovely prize.
To support the research team, Commander. I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
And we will also get more scientists as well at the end of the month, so that's a big bonus. It's a great one there. That was really nice. Alright, let's have a look at this then. As we continued our research into the alien weapons fragments and the other materials found in the field, we've come to realise how the aliens managed to make these substances work in conjunction with one another. While reducing the size of these components is often a challenge in itself, we decided to focus our initial efforts on a weapon more suited to deploying on our interceptors. This cannon was designed to concentrate energy within a small target area and should be capable of punching through the armoured hulls of the alien craft. In addition, we've also passed a number of interesting conceptual designs onto the engineering team. Dr. Shen seems confident that given the appropriate resources and testing facility, he can bring many of these concepts to life. Yeah, the experimental warfare is quite a nice research to finish off, as it gives access to the Phoenix cannon, which we can put onto our interceptors, and the Foundry, which will allow us to both develop new combat items and also improve ones we already have. We can play around with lots of little projects in there as well. That's going to be really nice, really, really good. No point getting that immediately because it is a little expensive, but very good to have had it done. Look at that, 4 days. That would normally have been like 8 or something, and we're still going to get a couple extra scientists. Huge result, that. Let's do the chrysalid autopsy, I think.
Based on what we've seen in the field so far, including several grotesque examples of trauma resulting from the emergence of its young, we've taken to calling this specimen a chrysalid.
Fucking hate chrysalids. Right. So yeah, so we've got hold of these. We can get now some Phoenix cannons, which I tell you what, let's get them. We're going to put them on our ships as well, because we've already had one UFO escape from us already. So for that reason, let's put these on. You can see the difference here. Much greater hit chance, and the fire rate is much faster. Just unfortunately, we've just got to close in with the interceptors, unfortunately. But if we can get in close, we can do some damage. It takes 24 hours to equip these on, which is no time at all, really. Oh, sorry, that just completely hit my. I just caught my cable there. Apologies. So that should be good. That should be good. I don't think there's anything else for me to do now. So let's finish the month off. I don't think there's anything else that's going to happen.
Incoming transmission.
Oh, I feared as much.
Hello, Commander. Much to our regret, a number of Council members have recently withdrawn their support. While we are disappointed to have lost their support, the remaining Council members remain committed to the XCOM project.
Yeah. I feared this was going to happen. And to be honest, I'm not surprised this has happened. In my experience of having played this game, and I don't know, maybe everyone else can relate to this, or maybe I'm just really bad at this game, I find it incredibly hard to keep all the nations in the XCOM project in this game. I've done it, like, on any easy run I've done it. And I've done it on most of the normal runs. I've usually kept every nation in, but anything classic or impossible, I've always lost at least 1 or 2 nations from the project, folks. It's the alien abductions. They're an absolute killer. Unless you get some very fortunate rolls with those, and also in regards to sorting out getting lots of satellites up really quickly, it's almost inevitable. Really
You've
is.
done an admirable job in combating the alien threat over the course of this past month, Commander. However, we still believe there is room for improvement in your efforts.
Yeah, so as you can see here, not so good. We've got our scientists at least. But yeah, Australia and Mexico have both withdrawn, which means that I will not be able to get the continent bonus from Asia. And I believe I've now lost I will be losing the air and space bonus from North America. I think I lose that now. I could be wrong, but I think I do. I'm not so sure about that. And you can see India and South Africa are both not impressed either. So, yeah, not good.
Remember, we will be watching.
Satellite uplink facilities at maximum capacity.
So yeah, as you can see how the situation is here. Not good. It just seemed awfully like political opposition in Mexico accuses the majority party of contributing resources to alien attacks throughout the world. Meanwhile, citizens of Australia claim to have seen government forces kidnapping civilians. Alien involvement is suspected. Not only have they left the XCOM project, it seems that they are actually now helping the aliens.
Nothing new to report right now.
Bastards. Not impressed. But yeah, it was always going to be likely. However, we now have some money, which is good. How many satellites? I've got 1 satellite already available.
Additional uplink required.
Right, we need to get some more satellites in the air so I can start dealing with these abductions more effectively. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go...
Commander, at this point, a foundry would certainly help us further hone the effectiveness of these new weapons and equipment. I'd recommend we get started on construction sooner rather than later.
Yeah, this is the foundry. As I say, it's not very expensive to build it. Some of the projects in it are, but I have other priorities right now. So what I'm going to do is we're going to build ourselves a new satellite uplink, which will allow us to increase the amount of satellites we get from 2 to 4. However, several buildings in this game you can get adjacency bonuses for. And you can get this for like labs and workshops, power generators. And basically, if you build 2 of the same buildings next to each other, you can get an adjacency bonus, which, for the courtesy of satellites, allows you to get a bonus satellite in the air. So instead of having 4, we can have 5 by building 2 uplinks next to each other. We are doing this now. It'll take 14 days to build, however, which is a bit long. What I also do want to do is I do want to get 2 satellites. Now remember, that will take 20 days for us to get 2 satellites built. So in 10 days I need to have given the orders to build the satellites. I need some money. I could sell that. I could sell that for a thing.
I appreciate your efforts to support the research team, Commander. I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
I would really love to be able to research that, but I might have to sell it to get the money. It would be really good to get, but I have to. Satellites are the #1 priority. What we'll do is we'll go for the next 10 days, and we'll see if anything develops that I can get some money from. If not, then I'll have to do it myself. Don't think there's anything else to do. How many scientists? We've got 14 scientists and 10 engineers. That's pretty good. We don't need any more power at the moment, so I don't need to worry too much about excavating land. So I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Alright. Let's finish this autopsy off. See what we got. Even after years of research and study, until now I had never encountered something that is quite as beautiful, yet equally as deadly as this species. Unlike the other aliens we've encountered thus far, is the arthropodal in nature, plated in a sleek black exoskeleton. The chrysalids, as we're calling them, based on their reproductive habits, measure over 3 meters long from nose to tail and stand almost 2 meters high when perched on their hind legs. Their attack is not only extremely deadly, but also necessary for their reproduction, as the intended victim is not immediately killed, but instead turned into what can only be described as a mindless shell, akin to a zombie, which serves as host to its offspring. When the human is bitten, an embryo is injected into the host and immediately begins to gestate. Once gestation is complete, which remarkably lasts only minutes, a newborn chrysalid will emerge, destroying the host in its process. One can only wonder why the aliens would utilise what appears to be a savage, unpredictable creature. In any case, this is certainly not a creature to be trifled with, and our troops would do well to exercise extreme caution when engaging this species. It's quite well useful researching chrysalids, in my opinion, though, because by doing that you get access to a nice thing you can build here, the cheating plating. Now these are really useful. I'll show you why, because these are like an upgrade from the nanofiber vest we get, which converts to extra health. If you build the cheating plating, confers 4 extra health and also reduces damage you take from melee attacks, which of course is very useful for, I don't know, terror missions. Unfortunately, you need 4 chrysalid corpses, and you need a minimum of 15 engineers just to be able to get hold of cheating plating. They're quite expensive as well, but they are very, very useful piece of equipment. So that's cool. Right, what do we want to research next then? I've got to think ahead here. The carapace armor would be cool, but expensive. Thing is, anything I research now is going to start costing me money. Let's get for carapace armor. Let's go for that. Right. Okay, so we need to get some money. You can see there, see how Mexico there, Australia down here, blacked out. They are no longer part of us willing to help. Bastards.
Commander, we've picked up multiple requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
Ooh. Oh my god. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, that's a horrible choice. What has happened here? Oh my god. Wow. this is worse than it looks. We got Canada in North America, we got South Africa in Africa, and Argentina in South America. Let's look at the
satellite uplink facilities at maximum capacity.
right.
Additional uplink required.
So if we were to leave Canada, that would boost up to 3. America, I think, would be at 4. So I'm going to get even less funding. Fortunately, Europe is completely panic-free. If I was to leave Argentina, that would boost up to the max panic. Brazil wouldn't be too impressed either, but how can I...
And you're positive the report states that the alien craft crash-landed in the garage of a suburban middle-class family. Tanner residence. Roger, we'll look into it.
Oh my god, this is awkward. National News Radio reports on an upswing in membership of armed militia groups in the Midwestern United States is attributed to frequent alien sightings. Huh. I can get away with that. We don't have to go to Canada. I can get away with that. I either get a heavy sergeant. Oh, the money. Right when I need it as well, so I can build my satellites. It's 300 credits as well. That's more than I get per month. Wow, this is a dilemma. Whichever one of these nations I don't help, it will go to max panic and it will threaten to leave XCOM.
Satellite uplink facilities at maximum capacity. Additional uplink required.
But it will only be that nation because Egypt/Brazil would only go up by 1/Nigeria. Don't really need a heavy sergeant. I've got 2. Don't really need a 3rd. I do need a new sniper though, seeing as of course I've lost Mr. Wolf. It's a tricky one, that. That's a tricky one. Gonna have to go and have a little think about that, I think. Not an obvious choice as it looks. The thing is, in regards to rewards, the heavy sergeant I don't really need at this point. 300 credits. Well, look at this. I'm making 150 profit a month. So that would give me almost 2 months worth of money. Right when I'm needing to find the money necessary for me to build my satellites so I can start spreading out the satellites, which can reduce panic, increase my monthly income. I mean, I know South Africa's going to be pissed. But I can always just put one of my satellites over South Africa afterwards. If I don't get an opportunity anyways to try and reduce its panic in like a council mission or something.
I'm receiving you. We'll monitor that contact, but I don't think it's related to the UFO activity.
I think it's have to be Argentina. It's a tricky one. I mean, Canada I can get away with because Canada I'd leave, that'd go up to 3 and the US would go up to 4. Which means I would receive a small hit in funding loss, but to be honest, I'm getting so little from the US anyways, that's kind of a bit negligible. And considering how much money Argentina has or is willing to give me per month, it seems hard to let that go. So I think it's going to have to be Argentina. As much as I kind of would like to help South Africa, I think it's going to have to be Argentina. I mean, the money is just... that's so much money. At this point in the game, that is so much money. So I think that is where we're going to be rolling next time, folks. So next time on Let's Play XCOM Enemy Unknown, we are going to be going to Argentina. I just hope that I can manage to successfully find my way through what will be some dire political consequences of that decision. Oh dear. Oh dear, this could be fun. Anyways, folks, thanks for watching. I'll see you then.